Yo, what up? It's your boy Chevy Woods from the Taylor Gang. You watching the Bootleg Cav podcast with your boy.
Hey, what up, man? Before we start the interview, want to shout out to Imperial Extraction. Look, man, they got these 2-gram THCA diamond-loaded pre-rolls and so much more. They got the carts. They got everything going down. And you can get 20% off right now if you go to imperialextraction.com. That's imperialextraction.com. But you got to use the promo code Bootleg20. This that Yoda OG. Premium, 20% off, sent right to your door. THCA diamond-loaded pre-rolls and so much more. imperialextraction.com, promo code Bootleg20. Let's get to the interview. Yo, Bootleg Cav podcast, man. Special guest in here, my guy, Chevy Woods in the building.
What's the word, man?
Taylor Gang.
Mm-hmm.
You came with new teeth.
Yes, sir.
You got them things done.
Yes, sir.
What is if somebody, because a lot of people are getting their teeth done right now. What's that run somebody? Obviously, a normal person, if you were to pay full price. You didn't. You told me you didn't pay full price.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on if you're in the States or if you fly out.
So you went out of the country?
Yeah.
Not to Turkey. That's for the hair.
Nah. Cali, Colombia.
So what does that like run somebody if I wanted to get my teeth done?
Probably like 6 to 10K.
Yours look good.
Thank you.
ADs look crazy.
I don't think they look crazy. I think they.
Well, I feel like we're used to them now, but when I feel like AD was like one of the first rappers to get the veneers for real.
Yeah. It was.
He was
different.
one of the first guys. So when we first saw those AD teeth, it was like now we're used to them, but initially it was a lot.
Yeah, and even my daughter was like, "Please don't come back with no Mr. Eds."
Right.
You know what I mean? So I had to make sure it was right.
Nah, for sure. Was it painful?
Hell yeah. I sat in the chair for 5 hours the first time, then 3 hours, then 2 hours, then 2 hours.
Did you have to come home and then fly back, or was it all?
No. It was all during the same week.
Jesus, shout out to Colombia.
Yeah.
Go over there with a nice 10-piece and get right.
Yeah, man.
You just dropped your new album, 1998.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why the 98 title?
It's like around the time where I first fell in love with like storytelling and music.
Got it.
Like Big L, the Ghostface shit, Nature, 41st Side, all of that. Queensbridge was really like where I was looking, you know what I mean? Where I was listening to music, Nori, fucking AZ, and like all of that shit type of. So I just wanted to do like an ode to, you know what I mean? Like when I fell in love with it. And another thing is it's my era of music. So I'm not trying to not match with my age range. And
I feel like your last shit, you were like kind of like you've been doing a lot more experimenting in the type of melodies and just dipping your toe into like different sounds. But this is more like some rap shit.
Yeah, because I structured it like that. I mean, I worked on the project from intro to end. You know what I mean? I wasn't just pulling records. I was actually going in the studio doing them one by one. How
many bodies of work do you have out? I feel like it's a shit ton.
20.
20. My goodness.
Yeah, for sure.
That is a lot.
It's been a long time. 2009, 8, something like that.
Those are all on DSPs?
Nah, I think like 3 of them aren't, and then the rest are.
3 of them are on the DatPiff database somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Kev the Hustler.
For sure. For sure.
Damn. So, 98 was a hell of a year for hip hop. They always say 94 is like the best year, but I would say 94 was pretty good.
Yeah, I think 98 ran into 2000, so.
Yeah, I mean, because then you get the Rough Rider shit in there. Yeah. You get, like, fucking the Locks. You get, 97 was No Way Out. Wait, was Puff Daddy 97 or 98?
Yeah, that was the, with them all walking, like, on the album cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, and then No Limit.
Yeah.
No Limit was 98.
Sledger had every plastic case.
Oh, fuck yeah. All of them. The orange one, the fucking C Murder one, the
Fiend
Mr.
one.
Bro, I had all them shits. Yo, it's crazy. Like, it sucks that, like, someone needs to do that. Because you know how everybody be dropping vinyls? Mm-hmm. Someone needs to do a hard album release that is like 1,000 copies and do it with those cases.
Like those bitches to be fire.
And then
you used to get it for the case for real,
bro. And then you'd like every album you'd open it and it would say the 504 Boys album was coming soon, but like it was like coming soon for like 3 or 4 years. And then every new album there'd be a different iteration of who was in the 504 Boys.
Right, for sure.
There was like one when they signed Snoop, and then Snoop was all of a sudden in the 504 Boys coming soon album. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh shit, Snoop's in the 504 Boys. And then damn, the 504 Boys. Shout out to Mystical.
Yeah, that shit was the shit right there.
No Limit had a wave, man.
Shout out to yeah. I'll let you have that.
Master P, man. Shout out to Master P, man. What do you think about this whole beef that's going on within hip hop right now?
It's good. It's
you
good
like it?
Yeah, and it's not. I don't have no opinion, like strong opinion about it. I just like to hear what's going on.
I think I'm very Kendrick Lamar biased, but I said this to you off the camera. Like if Drake comes out of this like unscathed, he might be the GOAT, man. And I don't even have him. I got him in like around 10 because I'm a hater.
Damn. I mean, it's competitive.
But like, if this fool's like the whole, like he posted that picture of Uma Thurman in Kill Bill, that's really what's happening right now.
Yeah.
All his friends in the rap game are against him, and everybody else is against him, and it's just Drake and like Baca.
But also, I feel like in hip hop, even though like we might have been younger, there was situations like this. It don't. I mean, we might not be able to name them. You know what I mean?
There might have been.
There might have been situations where it was just that person. I know it happened in New York before at some point.
It might have, but nothing on this
thing.
level. I mean, you got to think Drake is like the biggest rapper ever.
Yeah.
No, the 50 thing, everybody was against 50 for sure.
Yeah.
Before, but then he linked up with Eminem. But when he did like How to Rob, but he was 50. He was on the come up. Like he was not. We're talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar, and The Weeknd is involved, and Metro Boomin and Future and ASAP Rocky and fucking Ja Morant's catching strays. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. You gotta be ducking out here, no lie.
God. J. Cole just said, "My name's Bennett and I'm not in it."
What you think about that?
I was not as like, I feel like people really took that and like really ran with it in a way that, I mean, Cole's obviously an energy type of dude. He's kind of moved the way he's moved with like not caring about anybody else and like being super in his own vibe.
Yeah.
And so when he said like, it just didn't sit right with my spirit, like I think I respected it.
Well, to me, then that's where you should have stayed.
I agree, but you know how it is, man. Motherfuckers be in your ear, hyping you up.
Yeah, for
crash
sure.
out. But he should. But and that's the other. I mean, listen, from the hip hop perspective, I would have liked to have seen Cole like fully engage.
Yeah,
and
me too.
I thought that what he said on that record was just like a nice like. But I don't think he believed anything he said.
Damn.
I don't think he believes that Kendrick's like he doesn't think the To Pimp a Butterfly is
that was yeah.
Like you don't even believe that to be true.
Yeah.
Like To Pimp a Butterfly is a fucking, in my opinion, of course.
I mean, even the albums that he like, those were incredible.
Even his last album, that everyone's saying, I mean, bitch, the album's platinum. He sold out a whole tour, and I still listen to that album to this fucking day.
Yeah.
So I don't think because the thing about Kendrick, unlike Drake, I don't know how much you could say about Kendrick Lamar outside. Maybe he didn't have a favorable deal with TDE back in the day. He left, obviously. He's with PG Lane. He's got his own thing. And he's short. Because that's really all they said. What else can you say about Kendrick? He's so out the way. He's so private that I don't know what else you could say. Drake shit is so out there that there's so many things you can mention. And that's why I want to see what...
I like to hear what you got to say because I don't got a horse in the race and it sound like you do.
Well, my horse is always... I mean, I just think Kendrick is, you know, one of the most prolific, incredible artists
musically.
Ever. Musically,
you're
discography...
well, I'm just saying you're excited about how it's going back and forth.
But I also think if we're going right now, and this is without hearing anything Kendrick's saying next, I think it's pretty close. Because I like Drake's record a lot, and I also thought it was fucking hilarious. I know some people thought it was corny, but I actually thought it was funny that what he said to his mom about Rick Ross. I thought that shit was comedy. Where he was like,
man,
Mom, you know the guy he used to do songs with? He's really hungry. He gets angry.
And to me, that felt like, I don't know. That felt like something I wouldn't.
I like seeing Drake like put a record out and then play in the internet shit too.
But they play in a different world. You feel me? Like,
and then Rick Ross is, Rick Ross is, he's the ultimate troll.
Yeah, for sure. This is right up his alley.
Yeah, he's been waiting for this. I actually think that Rick Ross record was already a record, and he just added the end part. Because if you listen to it, it doesn't sound the rapping part of that song isn't very direct. It's very like, it just sounds like it was a Rick Ross song that was subbing Drake, and then he was just like, hey, let me throw in these.
So you think he had it already?
I think he had the first part of that, and then the outro where he's talking shit about him getting a BBL. I think all that was just added, and then he put it out.
But it sounds cohesive.
It does. Shout out to Ross. I wish his rapping would have been more direct. He did the outro where he was like, you know, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker type shit, you know? But it's like, I would, you know, the Ross shit was cool. I wasn't too impressed by the Ross record, to be honest. It was funny.
Does it have to do with quality too for you?
I just thought that when I heard Drake shit, Drake he specifically named names. He was very direct. Ross was talking shit when the beat was riding out.
I mean, well, Ross also said grab a seat, it's going to be a long game. It's just the first quarter.
Which give me the second quarter.
All right, man. I agree with you.
I wonder if Drake's, I mean, look, man, I'm telling you, if Drake comes out of this shit and he's looking good, I got nothing else to say. He's the GOAT. Because the one thing that disappointed me with Drake was he didn't reply to Pusha T. All right, we got to stop the interview to tell you about the good folks at MyBookie, man. Now, look, NBA playoffs are approaching. Whew. March Madness is in full effect. What are we talking about? Get in on the action at mybookie.ag. That's right. All right. If you want to bet on who you think is going to, win the national championship in basketball, college basketball, on the women's side, on the men's side, man, so many specials going on. Go to mybookie.ag right now. Sign up for a new account, and they're going to get you hooked up with that first deposit bonus when you use the promo code Bootleg. That's right. mybookie.ag. Use the promo code Bootleg. Sign up for a new account, and you're going to get a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. What are we talking about? Playoff basketball. March Madness. People are playing hockey. I don't know why. Terrible sport to watch. Baseball season is approaching. Let's fucking get it, boys. Let's throw some action in. Let's get in on that action. Let's get a little taste in there. Plus the full-service casino. Man, blackjack, craps, fucking roulette. Whatever the fuck you want to play, they got it at MyBookie. Promo code Bootleg. Sign up for a new account. Thank me later when you're getting all that money. You know what I'm talking about? Also, want to give a shout out to our good folks at Odd Socks. You know, Odd Socks has a bunch of socks. I don't have any with me right now. But, Cyrus is over here jerking his fucking cock over here with his Blue Chew that he just popped. He just fucking snorted a Blue Chew like a psychopath. But shout out to Odd Socks, man. Look, this was dope, man. WrestleMania is coming up. I got all my wrestling socks from Odd Socks. They got the WWE license, oddsocksofficial.com. That's right. Go to oddsocksofficial.com. They are the most comfortable socks in the world. I just have underwear here. Yo, wait, we got drawers, no socks. We got fucking 38 drawers full of socks and Cyrus can't pull. Anyway, listen, if you've been watching the Bootleg Kev podcast in your life, bro, you just spilled my fucking energy drink. You fucking cunt.
Didn't know your energy drink was there.
You got a serious cleanup job here, Cyrus. Anyway, while I'm getting fucking bombarded with socks, if you've been watching the Bootleg Kev podcast, we love Odd Socks. They're our family. And when I tell you I only wear Odd Socks, like I'm about to take the sock off of my foot right now. This is an Odd Socks basic. You see that? I'm barefoot right now. The most comfortable sock in the world. I invite everybody, just fucking throwing shit like a psychopath, bro. I invite everybody to go to oddsocksofficial.com and participate in a level of comfort you did not know existed before. All right? So go to oddsocksofficial.com, use the promo code Bootleg, save 20% at checkout. I suggest you get you some wrestling socks, get you some Transformer socks, maybe some half-baked socks. Yeah, let's get back to the interview. Like Pusha T's diss record was so powerful, a child gained a father in this world.
Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's true.
Oh my God. What? That's crazy.
A kid is growing up with his dad in his life because of Pusha T right now.
You don't think that he would have had his dad without it?
I don't think he'd be putting out records. I don't think the little dude would have had a freestyle out and be like hanging out and like getting Nike deals and shit. Pusha T ruined an Adidas deal and exposed the child. No smoke for him.
He ruined an Adidas deal, but didn't he get a bigger deal with Nike?
No one's wearing those Nikes. But, you know anybody wearing them?
But did he get a bigger deal?
He might have.
There you go.
I think you'd rather have the Nike deal if you're Drake anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Drake, man. I think
no horse in the race neither. I just want to hear the music.
Look,
like,
I'm telling you, if you just take Like That's a better song. Obviously, it's the #1 record in the country. It's a fucking banger. But if you were to just take Kendrick's verse and Drake's verse, or Drake's shit, I think it's a toss up. I fuck with Drake. I think Drake surprised me, and but he can't. There's nothing else he could say about Kendrick.
Yeah, the quotables matched up, and I feel like a mag was dumped. So got to figure out.
To me,
some
the
other
Kendrick
shit to say.
thing is just like, hey man, you got to call Top Dog for permission. You did a song with Taylor Swift. That, by the way, there's a video of Drake dancing to in a commercial, and you're short. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you got.
Yeah, we ain't gonna know till we say it.
We're gonna find out, man. You ever been involved? I mean, obviously, you almost, they've been involved in some street shit, but
Yeah.
but have you ever been involved in like a on record
No
beef?
Man, in the street, and when I was coming up in the hood type shit, but
Right,
nah,
but not
really.
since you guys have like.
Nah.
I feel like anytime there's ever been any, even with Wiz, like any static with like other artists, like it's never like Wiz just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck, and it's like
It was never like
it's peace because ain't nothing going. You know what I mean?
right,
It's the right players around.
right, exactly. Who else on the project? I know you got a couple features.
I just did my homie Boaz from Pittsburgh, and
yeah.
then I
Shout out
got
to him.
Smoke Dizzle on there for sure.
Shout out to
You know,
Dizzy.
me and Boaz was in a group back in the day, and he was like my favorite rapper from Pittsburgh. So
That's some blog era fucking Pittsburgh rap.
for sure.
For sure. Is there anything like for you that you feel like you still want to accomplish in the rap game that like, because you running up this independent catalog, but like, is there like anything new? Like, I know you were talking about trying to like write for other people and like doing stuff like that. Is there like anything else you want to try to check off the list?
I mean, not really in rap for real. You know what I mean? I put out 2 albums. It could have been a point where I didn't get no albums and everything was a mixtape. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm thankful for that. In the writing world, I've been in Nashville. Tapping into the country. You know what I mean? Like not even like playing around neither. I mean like really writing that shit and crafting it the right
Country's
way
just
to
booming.
make it be. And not for no pat on my back, but 3 years ago I put out Escape.
Right.
Which was already. So I always
Very
tell people like I was already trying to
In
get
that world, yeah.
that world. So I went down to Nashville. I met with my boy Red Farron. He got this song called Jack and Diet Coke that's real popping right now. And we just wrote, and then I wrote in some other sessions, and then we linked. And once I got the vibe of how to go about it and put records together,
It's a whole
that was
world
my
out
learning.
there.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like Nashville's like the music industry it's its own. Like, we think of New York and LA. Neither of those places matter in country.
No,
Like Nashville is this secluded, its own industry. They got their own people, their own studios, their own A&Rs.
Yep.
They don't give a fuck about New York. They don't give a fuck about LA.
Nope.
Most of the executives on both of those sides, they got their own executives. Like,
Man, all of the music spots for music are like it's called Music Row. Everything's right there anyway. You know what I mean? So you go to Broadway to party, but
and then
up
Music
there,
Rows where all the studios are and the
yep.
offices and all that. Shout out to Jelly Roll, man. That fool's gotten me into country music.
Yeah, Jelly Roll's the homie. Fuck with Jelly Roll for sure.
He is having a run.
Yes, he is.
Some wedding band's trying to sue him.
What?
There's a wedding band named Jelly Roll that is trying to sue him right now.
Wow.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's over.
That's ridiculous.
Money long. Could forget about it.
Super long.
Could forget about it.
What about for you? Like, is there any? There was this. Is there ever gonna be a fucking Taylor Gang album? There's tons of songs for it.
Yeah, we did the one, and that was with Atlantic at the time.
But was that came out on DSPs?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought that was just a mixtape.
No, that came out on DSPs. I don't know, man. I think we're all at a point where it can happen whenever,
right?
But everybody's working on their own thing. I always tell people that like, once the brand is built, it's on us and the people that we sign and the people that's a part of it to make branches and create new leaves and shit and new life. So like, that's my thing. We're gonna go do the country writing or trying to write for other artists and things, get in those rooms and stuff like that. Starting our gaming company and like things.
No,
like
the gaming
that.
shit's booming.
Yeah, so it's like just doing stuff to keep it going. You know what I mean? Because we all get having kids and like shit like that. You want to have something to show, something to give. Generational type shit.
Is there anybody out of Pittsburgh right now that's bubbling that we should know about?
I mean, we signed the homie Fed to God.
Fire.
Yeah, him. Hardo.
Hardo's been hard though.
But yeah, for sure. No,
Hardo been crazy though. He had a record with 21 Savage like 8 years ago. That was my shit.
Nah, Hardo. For me, Hardo is like the one that like I seen him get better and better and better and
tough,
better.
Bro.
You know what I mean? There's also the one homie. There's a young homie, Vanessa Hardy. He's nice. He from my hood actually. And then there's this. I think his name is D Cools. I think he's dope as hell, like lyrical as fuck. He got some dope music out. Yeah, but for me, as far as the look, aesthetic, and like being around and moving around and got better and grown from, just being around him in the studio. I think like Hardo at this point right now, like really got it and got a wave that he's moving on and he just needs to keep moving on.
How crazy is it for you to have been like around Mac Miller early on? Like I know Wiz and Mac weren't like making as much music together as they probably would have liked, but just to like see him be like this. Obviously, he was appreciated when he was here, but I feel like after he passed, he's kind of become this like this fucking icon. Like
I feel like that too.
And well deserved. Like cause he
sure.
musically was one of the greats, bro. Like he could do any sound. Like I feel like he was ahead of the curve on a lot of the sonics that he was fucking with on his last couple albums, but it's just kind of crazy to think like, damn, like this fool's just kind of turned into this like mythical figure in music.
Yeah, for sure. No, he's like an angel over top of all of this shit.
Hey, we got to stop the interview to tell you about our good folks at Blue Chew, baby. Everybody always asking me, does Blue Chew work? Yes, it'll have your dick hard as fuck. Super hard. Anyway, so look, if you want to find out if Blue Chew works, trust me when I tell you it's amazing. If you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, if you're dealing with maybe some stress at work and you're not performing in bed with your lady, whatever it is, man, all you got to do is go to bluechew.com right now, use the promo code Bootleg, and they're going to send you a month's supply for free. So don't take my word for it. They're just going to send you a month's supply for free when you use the promo code Bootleg at bluechew.com. Now, Blue Chew, if y'all don't know, it's the same active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis, but it's in a chewable form, and it gets delivered right to your doorstep in discreet packaging. The best thing about Blue Chew is this, right? Blue Chew, you don't have to worry about going to no doctor's appointments. You don't got to worry about none of that. It's all online. It's all virtual. It's all online. It's all handled at bluechew.com. So use that promo code Bootleg right now. Get a month for free, and your dick could be as hard as ever. Yes, and nobody enjoys a hard dick like Cyrus, my producer right here. Speaking of that, hey, can we give a shout out to King Palm? Oh my God, look at all this King Palm we have here. Jesus, this is why I love King Palm. Whatever you're into, they got for you. First of all, King Palm, 100% organic. All right, it's the world's best smokable leaf. Yes, flavors on flavors on flavors. Of course, here we've got our banana cream. What's dope about these is they're filled with the terpene, no tobacco, no nicotine. You squeeze the tip, you get hit with some of that banana cream flavor. They also got the natural joints right here. How about this? If you're into the more harsh tobacco leaf smoking, there we go. They got the tobacco leaf cones, banana cream, strawberry kiwi. Just the natural sweet. Whatever you're into, what I'm trying to tell you is King Palm's got it at the highest level, at the most natural level, at the best smokability level. And right now, you can save 50% off. It's 50, right? Yeah, it's half off. If you go to King Palm right now, kingpalm.com, use the promo code Bootleg, you'll get half off. Or you could just go to your local smoke shop, your local 7-Eleven, and get you some King Palms. Let's get back to the interview.
To me, personally, like, because I see the way that people react and feel and cry and go through emotions and like stuff. That's a different type of connect. People can listen to you all the time. They don't got to feel you though. That's just for their ears. You know what I mean? So I know that people really like feel his presence when they listen to his music and shit.
What point in time did you guys stop? Did you guys go full papers and stop fucking with blunts and like stuff like that?
I think when Currency and Wiz was working on How Fly. So Wiz was in New Orleans working on that with Currency, and then he came back was like, "Nah, we ain't doing the Taylor Gang. We ain't doing the blunts
Papers
no
only."
more." Yeah, and we was on like 50 boxes of Swishers type shit back then in the studio. Crazy.
Because it's like everybody is off of fucking. It's always Leafs or backwoods now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, nah, I do. We got to do the papers, man.
It's just a cleaner smoke. You taste the weed.
It's a cleaner smoke, and it's like you keep running to the store. It's 32 papers in my pack. I ain't got to really keep doing that.
Yeah,
I can sit for a couple days, and you know what I mean. While you done bought 5 packs smoking, so yeah.
This album is out now. Is there anything coming out? I mean, I'm sure you're sitting on a ton of music.
I got projects, bro. Like I was in the studio last night playing Problem Records, and he was just like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That's a Problem.
And I'm just like, bro.
Shit, Problem's low key like a little fucking honorary Taylor Gang member. You know what I mean?
Yes, he always been like.
Yeah.
Even first like coming out here, Wiz introduced me to him, and then we just clicked. And our birthdays that we found out yesterday, they're 5 days apart.
Crazy.
So now we like, damn.
No
Okay,
Problem's
that's
one of
why.
them guys for sure.
Yeah. So it's like dope to see.
I was gonna say for you though, like, how do you know it's time to drop something new?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Like last year, I didn't drop anything.
Right.
I just got my.
It just
pen.
felt right. You were like, you know what? I need to put something out. It feels right.
That's it. It just I don't gotta just keep going and keep going and keep going. Like I like for my shit to be fresh, and I learned to not pluck records anymore. I usually would do like that and just put it together, make my own cover, and put it. Some of them projects you see, like 8 of them, I made the cover myself.
Crazy.
So like I could just do it when I feel like it, but at this point in my career, it gotta count and it gotta mean something to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you ever look back at any of the old day-to-day vlogs and also like realize you guys kind of started the vlog trend in hip hop? It was kind of, you guys did it first, man.
Yeah, for sure. I was in the studio when Twitter first, like with Wiz, when Twitter first came out, and he was like, "There's this thing called Twitter. I'm about to take over the internet with it." And this was after Ustream.
Oh yeah, Ustream was a
and he was on there first. You know what I mean? I mean, he used to edit his own videos. We do a show one night, and we gotta like take an 8-hour drive. He edited the day to day and put it out like on the road type.
Crazy.
Shit.
So he was editing the early ones himself.
Yeah, and Will was filming them with one of those little. And that's all we had.
Oh,
and
it was
the
probably
USB into the camera into the fucking computer.
What were the name of those cameras? Because I used to shoot all my interviews on them.
I forget
the
them
USB
too.
was on the side, the little handheld.
Yep. Used to plug that up, edit.
Yeah.
And then that shit'll be out the next day.
That's crazy.
On the internet.
Yeah,
so he was doing all that shit like ourselves.
Early as fuck. That shit's crazy.
And we all just knew to just be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like just be ourselves, but also make sure you be in the camera so that they see the whole lifestyle type of shit.
Yeah, no, it was definitely early. You know, those some of those vlogs are vintage as fuck.
Super vintage.
And then I feel like hip hop was like 2 years behind y'all, because then other artists started doing them, but it was like, I mean, he's still doing them. I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. They just look cleaner. They look for now. You know what I mean? But that shit's still there. It's always classic.
For sure. How involved are you when it comes to like? By the way, shout out to Wiz who just announced Cushion Orange Juice 2, which I have to hear because that means the expectations are very high.
Yeah, for sure.
How is that?
It's crazy.
Is he working with Cardo again?
Is he? Look, you wanted me to say it, so
I don't know, because I know they stopped working together for a while.
Yeah, he could be. He could be.
I feel like if you're gonna do that,
if you're gonna do that, you know.
I feel like if you're gonna call it that, it's gotta sound a certain way.
There's certain vibes that you would expect. You know what I mean? So
it sounds good though.
Sounds good as fuck.
Okay, that's the one thing, because you know mixtape Wiz is different.
On my mama, this is just crazy.
Like Taylor Alderdice and like some of the tapes, I'm like, man, I'm glad some of those are on DSPs now.
He a Mo right now, man. He's Khalifa Jones, Quincy Jones' nephew. He really going in right now with this one. Pause. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Cushion Orange Juice too. When I saw that, I was like, oh, well.
And then it's like, you know, if you really gonna take that chance at it,
you gotta try to deliver.
There you go.
There you go.
My boy is he gonna deliver.
1998 is out. People can go stream it. Is there any merch or anything else that people can?
Just the Taylor Gang website. You know what I mean? I really I love the music, man. I don't care about all. I mean, of course we do that when we feel like it and put it together like that. But it's the music for me at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I really fell in love with the shit that I do. So all the country, I got rock records, I got pop shit, I got video game shit. Like, I really fell in love with the shit. And before I was just like out here.
Well, the new album is some rap shit.
Yeah, super rap shit.
Some rap shit. It's called 1998 for a reason.
For a reason.
And even the cover's it's very simple, but hip hop cover.
Yeah, for sure. And my other cover is me as a baby, and this cover is me as a grown up. So I thought about what I was doing. You feel me?
Go support the album 1998. Chevy, I appreciate you pulling up, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir, my dog. Yes, sir. Want to shout out to Hardin, man. Hey, don't forget, this interview was brought to you by Hardin, and when you're hitting Las Vegas, you got to stop off at Hardin. Tell the Uber driver, the taxi driver, take me to Hardin. They're going to take you. They're going to get you right. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go visit them at HardinLasVegas.com. Go follow them, Hardin_Las Vegas. And when you go and check out the most craziest premium selection of cannabis in the world, make sure you tell them I sent you. They're going to get you situated. Salute to Hardin. Thank you for watching.